KUGAN CASSIUS for iFall TV in association with MTK Global. We're at the press conference here for GROVES versus EUBANK.
Beat you to it.
I'm joined.
Don't need an introduction.
I'm going to have to, to people that don't know, new viewers may not know who you are. Promoter KALLE SAUERLAND. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good.
Yeah. Sorry. That's policy. No ladies on shot.
Okay. Is that a thing here? I've seen that before somewhere.
Not sure. You know, I've been given strict orders.
Right, let's do a little role play, right? KALLE wakes up this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, as his shreddies.
Yeah.
And then gets a phone call.
I had my workout first.
How'd you work out?
Yeah.
Okay. Gets a phone call.
Yeah. 9:07.
Boss, the tickets have been sold in 7 minutes.
So reaction is.
What was
wow.
the reaction? Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I love about your viewers, and they are very creative. I love the freeze frames. There's like a guy called EUBANK's lost his pen or something. It's a Twitter page, and you call it Twitter pages.
Yes.
And he's very creative because this guy has like put up all different freeze frames of me. And they're amazing actually. I had a good chuckle about them. No, it's all fun and games. All good. No, I know it was a great reaction this morning, you know, and I did do a bit of hand biting because I thought Manchester was the right decision. It was the biggest venue available, but it was also, you know, as a promoter, you always think that Fury, Klitschko went on sale there, was very highly priced. We went for a bit lower pricing, but I thought prices which were fair for the fans, good prices, and it went straight away. But you still have those thoughts before, was that the right decision? No, everyone's going to say, oh, it should have been a London fight. I disagree. I think the fact that we're in Manchester makes it much more of a nationwide fight.
Did you at any point today think maybe we should have gone somewhere bigger? I bet you did. You must have.
I know. I want to go somewhere bigger. Don't get me wrong. No. I was stopped. No. I was stopped by the fact that football's changed. You know, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, you know, you could have rented White Hart Lane. You know, you could have rented any ground in the country. If you said, "Oh, I've got a boxing event," and you're not playing at home that weekend, they would have thrown themselves at me because they need the money. Unfortunately, now you're in a day and age when football clubs don't quite need the money as much as they used to. And you know, it wasn't a feasible option. But the people who say you were crazy to even look outside in February totally disagree. If you went to the fights in the World Boxing Super Series, they take place exactly at 10 o'clock UK time. So ring clear, latest 11 o'clock. And there's penalty shootouts in League Cups and FA Cup matches that take place that time of night. You know, I've been in games where, you know, you started 15 minutes late due to congestion getting into the ground and whatever. So, you know, that's not a ridiculous time to be out that time of year, you know, in an outside ground. And I think it's been a great atmosphere, but we're delighted with Manchester because I've been there as a fan, as a promoter. I think it's tremendous. You always get a tremendous atmosphere. And it's a great weekend away. You know it makes sense.
So it will be, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. It's going to be a major one up there. That'll be a good one.
Might just follow you around that weekend.
Yeah, we could do like KALLE. Might be X-rated. That'd be good fun. It will be good fun. It's going to be a great weekend.
Can you confirm or dismiss any association with StubHub for this event?
I'll put that statement before. StubHub was a sponsor and I'm not involved in the commercial side of the business. I'm involved in the sporting side of the World Boxing Super Series. But there was a commercial deal with StubHub, a sponsorship deal for the quarterfinals. It's been ended, and it was nothing to do with this fight. There is no StubHub deal in place with Kamoza, the organizer of the World Boxing Super Series. So, you know, in fact, someone who, say, if I ever need football tickets or things I might go to, called me up this morning and said, "Oh, I didn't know you were behind the show. He said, you could have got me some gear. You know, I said, no, so mate. No, I said, yeah, I'm Manchester. You normally get, yeah. He said,
okay.
Yeah, funny that. Not that sort of mate. No, round the back. He said at Manchester you always got low, you know, get tickets. You know, the touts will be running it. Now, people will say, well, why was it on StubHub? Why was it on this website, that website? I'll tell you what the situation there is, in my opinion, and this is what I've been advised on by, say, industry informants. Is that what they do is they buy short. So they will go to the market and say they've got X. They don't actually have X. So when you buy it, they've got to go find it. So, I don't know. To be honest, I've never bought tickets from StubHub or any other supplier, and I'm not practicing I'm not questioning their business practices. And I'm sure they have a service that's very good. I've got no idea about it, to be quite honest. But ultimately, there is no deal with StubHub, so I don't know where these huge social media outcries and whatever comes. I can't comment on other promotions. I simply can't do it because I'm not involved in it. You know, but that can't, you know, the needle can't be thrown at us because the fight sells out. It was pretty clear it was going to sell out early this fight. It's not a low-profile fight. I think we saw the biggest turnout in the press I've seen in the UK in a long time. You know, it was great. You know, super.
But I believe it's where the tickets go and sell, say 9 a.m. and then within minutes, like I said, people see on them resale sites, not specifically StubHub, but other resale sites as well. They're on there and they're like, hang on a minute, and it's a
and I totally get it.
It's a vent against those kind of resale companies more so. You're just getting it because this is your event.
We sort of stand in the middle. On the other hand, you know, if someone's trading something that they don't even have, and once again, I'm not implying any companies doing that. I'm just saying it's physically impossible that certain company would have had tickets on sale at that time. It's like it was minimal the criticism, but ultimately we put on I think a great fight, and we're doing hopefully a great job on the tournament. So I don't know that sort of negative thing. If I'd done something wrong, fair enough. I wouldn't even answer your question. I wouldn't comment on it. But ultimately, it is what it is. You know. I hope people enjoy the fight.
What did you make of the press conference today?
As much as expected. You know.
Mind games going on.
Yeah. I mean, you know, both are very good talkers, both very sharp. George we've known, look at the build-up on big fights. Just look at the Froch build-ups, obviously, but other big fights, the DeGALE fight at the time. He's been there and done it on that platform, and I think, you know, EUBANK Jr. has, you know, stepped up. This is not only a step up on the sporting level; it's also a step up on a let's say a build-up level, and I think he's relishing it. You know, he looks like, you know, ducking water when he's talking up there. You know, it's impressive. I guess you've got an old man who's like that, seen as a good role model in that sense, in terms of publicly talking. He was very, very candid today, very entertaining today as always. And I think George is also an entertainer. And you know, when you deal with boxers and boxing and you're selling events, you're promoting events, and in this case promoting a tournament, I think it's great to work with people who can go out there and do that, you know, and both entertaining in the ring, but just as entertaining outside the ring.
Where do you see the winner of the super middleweight tournament? Where do you see them going after they've won the Ali Trophy? Obviously, their bank account is much more attractive, but after that, where do you see that winner going?
I think the winner will be, you know, will be very much seen as the man in the division, of course. I see certain fighters, I'm not going to say names, but I see certain fighters who will have to step up anyways to the next weight class. I think you're going to see the winner potentially go up to light heavy, you know. And I think maybe this is a great fight, and there's a part two. You know, you don't know what happens after the tournament. You know, there's no. The World Boxing Super Series isn't a promoter. It's not trying to suddenly, you know, do this and that. it's doing a tournament, you know, and ultimately what they do afterwards, that's their business. But I do see that guys will probably go up a weight class, certain fighters, and I mean both mentioned it today. I think EUBANK senior or junior was quite. I think it was junior who made the statement, was that it would go up, you know, afterwards, and he thinks he could challenge a light heavy as well. So there's no confidence lost in this tournament, and they are all extremely good athletes.
The reason why I ask is because there's people that consider the best super middleweight to be the fighter that's not actually in the tournament, in IBF champion James DeGALE. Is that
He's a great fighter?
Yeah. But is that a fair comment that they
no,
would...
I mean, first of all, it's James was injured at the time, so disqualified him from the tournament. If Federer's injured and Wimbledon goes on, it still goes on, you know. On the other hand, George Groves is the only world champion, current world champion, to have beaten another world champion. So that's pretty much the way I would rule that. There's not, you know, James will say this, George will say that, but ultimately that's the facts. You know, there's no arguments about that.
But for him to look for the winner of this makes sense as well.
I think that would be a great fight. Question is what the winner does, you know. But we've just done the quarterfinals.
I know. I'm thinking ahead.
To speculate as well.
Okay.
I like that.
Fair enough. Where will the fight between Callum Smith and Jürgen Bremer take place? Do we know yet?
We don't know yet. We're addressing that at the moment. Falls down to the commercial side of the company. They're looking at all sorts of places. They're looking at, obviously, you know, Liverpool, obviously Germany, Hamburg, Berlin, and I think also they'll look at neutral venues as well. There's a couple of interesting ones that I've heard mentioned. St. Moritz, Switzerland being one of them.
I heard someone mention Colombia.
Beautiful hat on.
I heard someone mention Colombia the other day.
Yeah, I saw that on my Twitter page as well. Yeah. They're suggesting Colombia. Yeah, that was the WBA convention.
That's the angle I was going from, obviously.
No, it won't be in Colombia though.
Okay.
No coup. No.
All right.
Sorry to inform you of that.
Southern rules out Colombia.
Absolutely.
All right,
this one.
cool.
But we might be there for season 2.
It's not Narcos. It's not Narcos, Kalle.
I'm on season 3 of Narcos. Cartel.
It's funny you're on season 3 because there isn't a season 3.
No, there is. No, the first 2 is Escobar, and the third one is Cali Cartel. No, it's Narcos.
Season 2.
No, mate. Fiver. Go on, I'll show you in a minute. I've got Netflix over there. Fiver.
Season 3.
I'm telling you, season 3 Narcos is the Cali Cartel. Escobar dies in
First 2
season
parts,
2.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, so I'm
but
right.
I'll say Escobar's the first one and then...
Jack's for me, thank you.
Oh, wait, I'll pay you.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
I've only got a 20.
In a minute. I ain't got change.
It's a bit crumpled up, actually, that note. No good to you. I'm joking. I love all the innuendos those towards you. They're quite funny. You must take it on board.
No, I know. You know what? I've got to always laugh because it's sort of, you know, it's like, he's like, his mouth's going all that. It's quite funny because when I get nervous, when I'm talking, I get a bit of my mouth goes funny. If you look at my old man, he's 77. He's got the same thing. So, me and my old man were looking at it recently. I was like, look at these fucking Narcos videos like Pablo Escobar. And there's a great thing they've done on German TV with a pair of us, and they both our mouths like that during the fight. And they've got us on. It's when Povetkin was fighting still, and I'm thinking of putting that one out there, and then we're going to say Escobar Senior and Escobar Junior. So. I tell you all, it's all in good humour. It's all
in good jest.
So I can take a joke.
Absolutely. All right. Well, listen.
Anything else to
what was I going to ask you? I had something else to ask you as well.
This James and that horrible red Stone Island. You've got blue Stone Island on today.
No, red's a bit.
Yeah. It's a bit naff, isn't it?
A bit much. Pay-per-view prices.
Yeah, I saw 30 quid.
Yeah, you shot that one down.
Good to know. No. It will be pay-per-view. It will be totally.
Would it be priced slightly higher than what you've previously gone at for like EUBANK's and Groves' last fights? Yeah.
Not in charge of pricing. It's not going to break any records. It's not going to try and set the stall out of being the highest pay-per-view ever in history. No, it's going to be totally within the realms of, I don't know, the 16, 17 quid mark, I'm guessing, you know. But it ain't going to be anywhere. I've seen some very stupid.
Listen, I'll be honest with you, if there's a fight worth buying, this is definitely falls into the.
And you'd hope there's, you know, there's going to be a huge amount of interest in it, and you'd hope that people won't complain. But you know, we're in the UK, you are bound to pay-per-view when you put on big fights. So whether you're Eddie or Frank or the World Boxing Super Series, you can't shoot down the promoter, right? Because the promoter is bound by the media landscape to bring the biggest fights. Now, I think the promoters in the UK, hats off to them, they've done a great job over many, many years bringing massive fights to the UK, because you simply don't have the people like you do in America. So you've got to somehow finance to bring over the big fights, and you won't finance out on a gate, you know, and, you know. Why are you sort of smirking behind the camera there?
Sorry.
I feel like I'm on trial.
I'm not. I'm listening to you, absolutely.
If you could see his face, it's like,
no,
I
sorry.
said something like you grin.
Do you know what? I was thinking of Narcos, and you are right, because you are right with what you were saying. Season 1, 2 is that.
We're still on the fiver.
No,
I've let you off
that.
that.
It's all right, it's no problem. Yes, you're on the KALLE Cartel now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The KALLE Cartel, yeah.
Trying to get a soundbite off.
I'm
you
not.
know,
I'm
the
just
KALLE
saying,
Cartel.
the KALLE Cartel, that's what you're on. All right, well, listen, have you got anything else you'd like to add?
No, just lovely to see you, KUGAN. You know, looking really well, but, you know, next time I'm going to turn that camera around to a 5-minute piece on you, mate.
Listen, that's not going to happen, but, you know.
Looking forward to Manchester.
Absolutely. 17th of February, sold out arena.
Absolutely, mate.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a great fight, mate. It's going to be great fun.
Absolutely. Just one more face for the camera, Kalle.
I'm so glad you enjoy it.
Top man.
Take care, mate.
CASSIUS with KALLE SAUERLAND.
Over and out.